But let me come back, Matt, for a second to video, because I understand a few years back, you were one of the speakers on video at Inman, and Inman is so progressive. It's so advanced. It's, ahead of its time, ahead of our time. And it was great that you were able to deliver your message on the importance of video. So and that's when no one else was even doing it. Can we talk about video for a minute?
No, certainly. We were talking about this earlier before we were on camera. I think that it dates me a little bit, but like back when I was, maybe like 15 years ago, when I was 25 years old, starting in this industry, I had this real vision with my organization that video was something that you needed to invest in, because I felt that, number one, if we're operating so much in New York City, New York metro area, I feel like New York, you should be operating in your marketing strategies like Madison Avenue and not Main Street. You should be doing things that are separating yourself from the pack, and you should be marketing your home in a way that feels almost extraordinary, like this emotional attachment that one would have. And so many of the agents that work in real estate, funny enough, come from a mild acting or Broadway or theater background,
really?
Where they are I'd say maybe about 5 to 10% of the agents are that. You're not going to find that in other markets. I think that it's probably like 1%. But if you're extraordinary on camera, and you will add value to the home by how you present the home on camera, and you have a filmmaker that is shooting the home in ways that you create an emotional attachment to it, and you tell the story that, quite honestly, people don't read anymore. The attention span of a human has devolved past a goldfish. So at this point, we are looking at how are we going to keep the attention of someone who's looking at hundreds of homes. The answer to that is moving motion picture, and it's constantly changing. Change the camera angle every 3 seconds. Bring in soundtrack. Bring in some really creative, 3X's gimbals or handheld gimbals or tracks. Bring in maybe drone work. And then you're watching a film that you forgot that you were buying a home, which feels stressful, but you're immersed inside this experience, and you have a longer time on site, and you have more reason to be emotionally attached to that home. For that investment, which honestly I think is a mild investment considering the average sales price of most of the markets that we're in, I believe that is a necessity. Not every agent feels that way. I
disagree. You have a lot of agents, and more than other companies, that invest in videos where they are present in the video. So it's not just about the property. It's also them telling the story.
Well, don't get me wrong. I don't believe, for any agent that's watching this, I don't believe every agent should be on camera. I don't. And the reason for that is that individuals that are not trained, that are not handheld and guided, could actually devalue the home by presenting it in a way that is not the way that should be presented for a full service brokerage. So do I present that on camera alternative to every agent? I would say with the proper training, we go over concepts. A good filmmaker would know their limits. I would say that yes, but I just believe that we have a responsibility to the seller, that we have to present the home in the best way. If it's that agent on camera as often as possible, let's do it. If it's the agent on camera a minimal amount of time doing some voiceover work, then that's the way that we go.